The list of best high yield savings accounts are out for 2025. I have my top picks, so you want to check that out in this video, and there's a lot of really good ones with high interest to earn. Okay, so all of these high yield savings accounts have to meet my criteria, which is FDIC insured. It's gotta be interest earning. I also want to have access to ATMs and no monthly fees or no minimum balance requirements. I want something very simple, straightforward, something that preferably comes with an app where I'm earning a lot of interest on my savings. So let's face it, you have money that you want to set aside, but you don't just want to put it under the mattress. You actually want to earn a little bit of money on your money. So this is what this list is for. I want to start off with the first one I found. The first one I want to share is the Barclays Online Savings. So there is a 3.8% API that you can earn on this savings account. What I like about this is you can transfer to and from other banks. There's no minimum balances, no monthly maintenance fees. It's just a very simple tool that is going to help you earn a little bit of money on your savings. Now, one con that I found with Barclays is there's no ATM access. I think this is one of the only ones in the list that does not have ATM access. So in that case, you would have to transfer to an external bank that does have ATM access in order to actually withdraw cash. My second pick is the Chime savings account. So you can earn up to 3.75% with your Chime high yield savings account. So their base is 1.25%. In order to earn the 3.75%, you have to be a Chime Plus member. It does not cost any money to be a Chime Plus member, but essentially what you have to do is you have to sign up for a Chime checking account. What I've learned about Chime is you have to be kind of an all-in customer. You have to own multiple financial products in order to take advantage of their biggest benefits in order for you to really reap the rewards. I've heard a lot of good things about Chime. I myself am not a customer, but I've been seeing a lot of good things with this, and it's just really easy because everything is located within their app. Okay, so I wanted to pull up the fine print here just to make sure you understand how you can get the biggest benefits with Chime, that 3.75%. So you have to have the checking account, and you also have to have a qualifying direct deposit of $200 or more. So there you go. I hear good things about Chime, and that's why it's on this list. The next one is the Capital One 360 Performance Savings. I've mentioned this in a lot of videos, but Capital One 360 is kind of like the Toyota Corolla of high yield savings accounts. It's going to get you there. There's no bells and whistles. I'll be honest on that. I have a high yield savings account with them, and it's very straightforward. There's nothing fun about it, but the only fun thing is I do earn interest every single month. They are currently giving out 3.6% in interest, no fees, no minimums, very, very easy, FDIC insured, no frills, love it. The next one is with Synchrony Bank. Synchrony has been on my list for a while. I am not a customer with them, but you can get 3.8% APY, no fees, no minimum balances. I find this very straightforward. And if you are interested in doing other financial products with Synchrony, I did see they had their CDs advertised for 4.15% APY on the 13-month, 19-month, or 60-month CDs, and then they had the 2% money market account. But honestly, I don't know why you would do the 2% money market when you can do 3.8% in the high yield savings. So that's why I really like Synchrony. It's got a bunch of different products that have really good interest rates. Also, you do have the option to do an ATM card, and you can get fee reimbursement with your high yield savings account, which I think is really awesome for those off moments where you're like, I just need a couple of 20s in my wallet, a 20 in my wallet. Do people still carry cash? Let me know in the comments below if you do. The next one is Ally. If you've been following the channel for a long time, then you know I am a huge Ally advocate. I myself have been an Ally customer since 2017, 2018, and this is where Kyle and I had built up over $150,000 for a down payment using one of their high yield savings accounts. I currently have my emergency fund there. I keep my car fund there. I keep my home upgrades fund there. I keep everything there. because they're just so fun. It's like the Jeep Wrangler of high yield savings accounts. You can currently earn 3.6% APY. There's no monthly maintenance fees, no minimum balances. It connects with external banks. And what I really like about Ally is they've included savings buckets. So you can actually take one high yield savings account and then you can divvy up the money inside of that savings account into different buckets that you want to save for. So for example, my home upgrades fund, I actually have a home upgrades for various projects that we want to do around the house. I have a bucket for HOA fees, I have a bucket for property taxes, and I have a bucket for homeowners insurance. So I can take everything that's home related. In my mind, this makes sense. One savings account for my house, but I've got 4 different savings buckets that are house related. Another high yield savings account that you'll want to take a look at is the Discover Online Savings Account. Discover also made my list for top checking accounts, so this is really good if you want to go all in on one online bank. This is one to take a look at. 0 monthly fees, no minimums to open, no balance requirements. I like this. US based customer service available 24/7. That's really nice, and 3.6 APY. And if you were to do the Discover checking account, you can get a 1% cash back up to $3,000, which I think is great. You get the cash back, and then you can also transfer cash back into your Discover savings account and earn the 3.6%. I think that would be a fantastic way to go about it if you were looking at doing a checking and savings account within the same bank. And rounding out my top 7 list here is with Lending Club. This is their Level Up savings account, and this is the best interest rate that I had seen out of this list. 4.4% APY. Now there is a catch to this. In order to get that interest rate, you need to be depositing $250 every single month. Now, if you can't meet that requirement, you'll still get their standard rate, which as of this recording is 3.4%. So I like that. This is a really easy deal and an incentive to have you consistently save. So if you're like, I know for sure I can save and set aside at least $250 per month for whatever you're saving for. Maybe it's a wedding, a car, a vacation, a down payment like what Kyle and I were doing. This would be a really fun savings account to take advantage of because you're getting the additional 1% on top of their standard rate. And $0 to open. So if you're starting from scratch, this is one to take a look at. Personally, a high yield savings account is just so much better than a traditional savings account. Traditional savings accounts are barely earning you a 0.5% in interest. A lot of the big name banks are not going to give you anywhere close to an interest rate as what I gave you with this top 7 list. Now, I personally have been a customer with Ally Bank and Capital One 360, and I have earned $6,700 in interest alone last year, simply by putting my savings with these banks. So I've kept more than $55,000 inside of these high yield savings accounts, which is why I yielded such a large amount of interest earned. Now, did I miss a high yield savings account that you're like, this one is really amazing and I'm earning a lot of interest? Let me know in the comments below. If you like this list and you want to keep up with more ways to achieve financial confidence and crush debt that leads to a life with fewer payments, go ahead and hit that red subscribe button, and I'll catch you in the next video.